Journal and change your life to help you, but then every time you start, after like 2 or 3 days, you stop because it feels like a chore. This is what my journal actually looks like. This October 20, 2023. This is 1, 2, 3, 20, 1, 2, 3. Right, and I've had a lot of journals, honestly. But for this video here, to really make this point get driven home, I'm going to first of all tell you guys 2 stories that I think is very important. One from a fan, Alima, and now it led to another story with my cousin. After that, I'm going to give you 3 importance of journaling, how it helps my creativity, how it will give you perspective, and how it guarantees happiness. From there, let me tell you how I do it that makes it easy for me to have been journaling for over 3 years right now. So there's a girl called Alima. She read my book, 11 Letters I Wrote But Never Sent, and this is what she said to me after reading my book. Good afternoon, Mo. Something just happened to me right now. My lecturer gave us an impromptu test, and immediately he gave out the question. He counted 1 to 10 and started going around to collect our papers. The question was a simple one, but the time allotted could have made me run out of ideas due to me panicking. That's normal, Misha. Earlier on, I was reading your book, and I got to understand something in that part where you kept telling your cousin he's the best in his class. He later believed that and improved in his studies to some extent. I don't know, but my mind subconsciously said, Lima, calm down. You know the meaning. This man is still far away. If you calm down and write what you know, you will have no worries chasing after the lecturer later on. Then I wrote my answer, and I kept on smiling because I am finally putting what I have learned from your book into practice. I've learned so much from your book and what has happened in your life so far. And I've promised myself to repay you one day. I can boldly say that your book was all I needed all this while. I really cannot wait for you to write more honestly. I'll be one of the top 5 to purchase. The part where she read from that helped her, should I talk about my cousin, it's in my book. But then how did it get to my book? Because I wrote it in my journal. Chapter 7, dear journal. That should be entry 11, page 101. Mukhtar is my cousin. I love him so freaking much. He's such an awesome kid who has had to grow up so fast. Mukhtar is dyslexic, or maybe not. I'm not too sure, but I know he struggles with his academics, especially reading, spelling, speaking, anything that has to do with words. His mom, my auntie, passed away, so they had to come and stay at ours, him and his 2 younger brothers. He's much older than his younger brothers, so he feels the loss of his mom much more. Because of his struggling academic situation, he had to repeat class, and currently he's in the same class with his immediate younger brother. That's not a very pretty situation to be in. He's 13, just leaving primary school, so he's much older than his peers, and he's almost as tall as me, so his rapid growth isn't much of an advantage either. I noticed Mukhtar struggling with all about these imbalances, and I try to help him in my own little way. Whenever he sleeps, I'll go and whisper in his ears, you are great, you are successful, you are the first position in your class. And I'll do some version of that to his brothers too, but I focus mostly on Mukhtar. But how was I disturbing their sleep? Apparently, I stumbled on a study that shows that the subconscious, which is best for hypnosis or meditation, is very much active even while we are asleep. I read this in Limitless by Jim Quick, so I tried that with my kid cousins. However, in physical reality, whenever Mukhtar is awake, I'll go to bother him with the same consistent question. Who is the best in your class? And you see him putting his hand on his head and his chin, and he's thinking of different names, and I'll interrupt him. Mukhtar, no. Say that I, Mukhtar, am the best in my class. And I'll retort. Make sure you don't forget to. And I'll go to school or something, or I'll go out. And the next time I see him again, I'll come back to the house and I'll ask him, Mukhtar, who is the best in your class? He'll forget again, and I'll remind him. And then he'll not forget for like the next couple, 3 days, because I'll keep asking him. And I'll go to uni, or go to holiday, or go for a program, or travel for a while. I'll come back again and I'll ask Mukhtar, who is the best in your class? Mukhtar has forgotten again. And I'll remind him, and over some time he kind of stuck. He knew that anytime I asked him that all he had to do was give me the response that I wanted, that is the best in his class. During one of my holidays back home, I was enjoying my nap. Then Mukhtar came in with a note in his hand saying that I should read it. Then he ran out of the room. Boy, I had a tough time reading this because Mukhtar still struggled with words, but I got the memo. Apparently, he was selected as a sports prefect in his school, and he attributes that to me, who believed in him when many people wrote him off. The kid is smart. Since he's not good with words or speaking, I guess he observes a lot, and he has such a kind heart, very, very kind heart. He's better now, he speaks much more fluently, and he's great, and still the best, but with time we'll get there. In his graduation that just passed, he won the prize for most improved student. I'm rooting for him big, and I'm grateful that my journal helped me preserve a moment I could have potentially forgotten. That moment will forever be in my head and my mind. There are many beautiful things that would have happened between me and Mukhtar, but because of I journaled that one, I can never ever forget that one. And that was the reason why from my journal, it made it to my book. Journaling is very important, and I'll tell you why, for 3 reasons. The only way creativity works is 1 + 1 is equals to 3. Every sound Ashake puts out that busts our brain, it is a combination of all the sound Ashake has consumed normally, and then he went to his producer. He was hanging out at YBN and they played him one beat. I'm like, mad, I like that beat, and that beat now connects to all the things he knows, and then he combines it 1 + 1 together to form a new piece tree to make a beautiful sound. That's the way creativity works. You know something normally, you stumble on something new, you join it together, and then you bet it out. The way you are right now, you know something normally. And every single day you're going to stumble on new stuff, whether it's a new book, whether it's a new movie, whether it's a new video, whether it's a new music, whether it's a conversation you overheard, you always stumble on new stuff. Now, how does journaling come to help you join this 1 + 1 to make it 3? While I am journaling, I'm just like, man, I remember Daniela trying to talk to David, saying that she likes him and this and that, and I write it down. As I'm writing, I won't just write Daniela was trying to ask out David. Remember that time too when JK was trying to ask me out? Interesting. So some girls ask people out. That's amazing. Okay, so why then do people always think that it always has to be the boys? Okay, is it because of confidence? All the connections are already happening because of I am documenting what I observed. Sometimes you wouldn't even know you've come up with a beautiful creative idea. You just write and you just go. 2 or 3 days later, something new again will come up. I'm like, now what thing I write about be that? And then all the connections, and eventually make one video and that video blows up and is viral. But the only reason that video is viral and people love it is because of the multiple connections that happen together for you to bring them together. And what journaling will help you do is documenting the connections, the patterns. And because of there are so many things you're documenting steady. The day where you get the final information, I'll be like, wow, that's the eureka moment to bring out that creative piece. Because you've documented a lot, you even have so many pieces to draw and add and remove and then form a beautiful masterpiece. It gives you perspective. So when I'm going to share it, I just feel very blurred out. I just go and pick one of my old journals late last year, and just read. This is Wednesday, August 30, 2023. Oh my goodness, why I just saw that is so crazy. Fatia saying it got her wet. I posted a video, and in that video I was looking cute and all, and then one girl texted me on Instagram. From there she got my WhatsApp number. She texted me. She was saying that she did not really enjoy that video. I said, why? She said because of I was so cute that she could not focus on what I was saying, that she was only focusing on my face, and that before that time she was in a horny mood. So when she started watching my video, and that's how she started masturbating to my video. I'm not capping, this is true. I'll try to find the video somewhere. And that was crazy. And the reason I can even remember that very video was because I think that was also the time when I think Tiwa Savage knew it's leaked. That time on Twitter for like that week, like 2 people knew it's leaked. It was so crazy to me that this girl was walking to my video and she told me she's wet, and she was trying to like get me in the mood and stuff. She was so crazy. I wonder how I controlled myself that night, because she wanted to send me nudes and all of that. Venetia said that I give her butterflies and she was asking me on a date. Then Mitch Tolu was crying to my video saying that it was just what she needed. I hope everything goes super well for her. Mia sent me a video of an incoming lab student that she stumbled on in the bus that knows me. Yesterday I posted a video and it did not blow up, and I'm just annoyed. What's up in my life? What's happening? Am I even growing? Stuff happening? And then I opened my journal and skipped like a year ago, and guess what? I remember all these nice things that happened. Girl wanted to me. Sound that fine. Girl asked me out. Sound that fresh. Me I saw somebody in the bus that knew me. So people are having conversations about me right now in many places, and I don't even know about it. Am I feeling bad about? A video not going viral, I'll post another video to go viral. So journaling gives you perspective. It gives you an idea of how you are growing. But most of us are always bothered about, oh, I want to get more, I want to get more, I want to get more. You don't realize that where you are right now is more that you once wished for a year ago, 2 years ago, that you prayed for, and now you have it. But then you are not reasoning it, you're not being grateful because you're trying to get more. So if you're not grateful right now, who is giving you the fucking audacity that next year when you have all the things you are praying for right now, you will still be grateful? Because that next year you will still be thinking of more. So what is the whole concept of rushing, picking more, if you're never going to ever pause and enjoy it? But with journaling, it will make you realize that, calm down. If stuff is not working out right now, no, like, you still work out eventually. Because of last year, some stuff did not work out and it worked out. So calm down. It will make you happier. The thing with journaling is that it's part of your routine, especially if you do it every day. Especially if you do it the way I want to tell you to do it. You could just do them and it will be part of your life. God has promised us there will be good days, there will be bad days, there will be ugly days, there will be fine days. There will be days where you make a lot of money, there will be days where you get broke, there will be days where you get a viral video, there will be days where your videos flop. Life is good and bad, ups and downs, normal, get used to it. On a good day, you go journal. On a bad day, you go journal. Because of you are always journaling, that's going to be your standard. So on a good day, to make your day better. On a bad day, to make your day better. Now, getting to how I journal. The process I use in journaling is called gratitude journaling. Something you should watch. This is where I'm at right now. But me, when I first started journaling, the first thing I did was I used to journal on my phone. So I literally wake up every day, and before I enter WhatsApp, I go to my notes app. Sometimes I enter the WhatsApp, I remember that no, I'm supposed to journal. I go back to my notes app and I just list out 10 things or 11 things I'm grateful for. So this was like in 2021, 2022. When you do that so long and you start seeing the benefits of that, you realize you want to go deeper. So the next thing I then did was I'll write 3 pages of things on my mind. I'll literally just pour. So as you can see, this is page 1, page 2, page 3. And then I stop and I go to the next page 1, page 2, page 3. I stop. August 31st, page 1, page 2, page 3. That's what I was doing, just pouring. But then recently now, I have immersed my journaling process in a way that makes it easy for me to write. So the first thing I do is on page 1, I just pour. Let me bring my journal for you guys to see. Another thing I like about my journal, I write down things. I write down quotes that are important to me. Do art for its own sake, amorphity, surrender, don't be scared to ask your God who is trying to tell you. I have so many quotes that ground me. So imagine seeing all these beautiful quotes every day. Just pour anything that is on your mind. If a babe shan't you, pour. If you fail that exam, pour. Anything that's on your mind, pour. And most times, if what you want to pour needs more than 1 page, pour. Just the pour, just the write. Let the ink bleed. Let the stress and everything bleed through your hand, or the joy bleed through your hand into the ink onto paper. Pour. The next thing I do is gratitude. 11 things I'm grateful for. You must write. You must write. It is compulsory. You must write. I wrote that I'm grateful for the fact that I can see 100,000 in my GT bank account. I'm grateful that Commander paid 5K for his copy of his book. I'm grateful that Laifa and Moya, they got me laughing. I'm grateful that Oluchi was super happy to see me and she kissed me on the forehead. On Twitter, I've blown up from 370 followers to 415 followers. My Solat, I'm grateful that I paid them on time. I'm grateful that I lent my phone to my roommate to shoot a video. Can you see? You can write about anything and everything, and even if nothing nice happened in your day, you can still write things like, I'm grateful that I'm alive, I'm grateful that my mommy is still alive, I'm grateful that I'm a Muslim, I'm grateful that I'm a Christian, I'm grateful that I read my Bible, I'm grateful that I'm journaling, I'm grateful that I took a walk, I'm grateful that I walked out and I did not die. You must write 11 things, right? The thing is, when you focus on a yellow car, you start to see yellow cars. When you focus on a red bus, you start to see red bus. These red buses and yellow cars were always there, but you never focused on it, right? You focus on danger, you start to see danger, you focus on, if you don't, and the thing with life is, almost everybody is negative. So if you're not focusing on the beautiful things in your life, you start to see rubbish things in your life. And then you start to see more rubbish things in your life. Because if you force yourself to write down things you are grateful for, guess what? You start to see grateful things. That's why even now, today I didn't know like 3 things I'm going to write tomorrow in my journal. I'm grateful that I shot this YouTube video. I'm grateful that you watched. I'm grateful that you commented. Because of you force yourself every day to document amazing things in your life. When amazing things are not happening in your day, you go remember that, this girl they like me. That's a nice thing. I go write down to. You go start to pay attention. You start to enjoy your life more because of that tomorrow you are going to document. So you start to pay attention to the amazing things. And when you pay attention to the amazing things now, you enjoy it more. And then next morning you write it down. When you write it down, because you're grateful for it, God will give you more amazing things. Then more amazing things will come. Then and the cycle continues. That's when we got to the point where now sometimes I've written out things I'm grateful for. That it is so much, it's so plenty that it's spilling over to the next page. At some point, I even just put some that I feel like I like this 11 better. So that ones, don't worry. God knows I did grateful for them, but I'm not going to write them. The third one, which makes it so much easier, right? This whole process not being a choice, always knowing your goals and looking at it every day and then writing out what to do. I think this is the key mostly that makes it so freaking easy that I must always do it every day, because of it's like I now know what to do to get closer to where I want to be, and that will keep on pushing you. And because of it is not just pouring like some people will do, it's not just gratitude like some people will do, and it's not just productivity set or to do list like some people will do. It is a combination of three of them that makes it easy to do and makes it not a chore. Basically that's it. So journaling is not hard, it's so much easier for me. And one thing I also recommend is read my book, Chapter 7, Day Journal. I talked about the science and art of journaling, the beautiful things that's done in my life, the beautiful things you can do in your life, why it is so important for happiness, why it is so important for growth. Man, read this book if you want. The link is in my bio. But most importantly, please, I beg you, like, share, comment, subscribe, but not even that. Comment mostly the video you want me to create next. I want to start creating sit-down videos like this. So whatever you want me to make a video about, drop it and I'll make the video. Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you. Bye. Watch this video next.